All right, buckle up, buttercups, because the internet has delivered again, and this time it's uniquely furry. Have you guys heard about Toco?
Toco? Sounds like a taco brand. What did they do? Launch a spicy challenge?
Or perhaps a new artisanal blend? My interest is peak tiki.
Oh, it's spicy, all right, but not in the way you think. Toco is this Japanese dude who decided his lifelong dream was, wait for it, to become a dog, and he didn't half-ass it. He dropped over $14,000, 14 grand, on a custom-made, hyper-realistic, rough collie costume, like movie-quality stuff.
$14,000 to look like Lassie? Is this a midlife crisis or just peak performance art?
$14,000 to embody a canine? There's a certain poetry to it, a dedication to transformation. But why a collie?
Who knows? Maybe he just really vibes with the whole heroic farm dog aesthetic. Anyway, the costume is insane. Videos of him dropped last year, him on all fours, playing fetch, rolling over, and they went mega viral. People lost their minds. The best part? The suit is so convincing. Actual dogs were apparently fooled. Imagine sniffing a butt and realizing it's just some dude named Toco in $14 worth of fake fur. Hilarious.
There's an uncanny valley effect there, I imagine. The familiar form rendered just slightly off. It touches on our perception of reality, of mimicry. It's visually arresting. I can see why it captured attention. The absurdity is magnetic.
Magnetic or just plain baffling? So he walks around, pretending to be a dog. Cute hobby. What's the news? Did he win Best in Show at some weird convention?
Oh, Nina, my sweet, cynical friend. It gets so much better. He wasn't content just being Fido in his living room. He's leveled up. He escalated. Toco opened a business. In Tokyo, it's called, wait for it, Tocotoco Zoo.
A zoo? What's in it? More guys in dog suits? A shrine to Lassie?
Tocotoco Zoo, a zoo for humans perhaps, where we observe ourselves.
Bingo, Ayla. It's basically a human zoo where you pay to be the animal. He's renting out high-quality animal costumes. The first one available, a big fluffy Alaskan Malamute. You pay about $250, you get the suit for half a day, and you can just romp around, be a dog, or whatever creature they add next. He literally said, I love being a collie so much. I want everyone to try it.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. People are paying $250 to sweat inside a giant furry costume, pretending to be a dog, in a place run by a guy who also pretends to be a dog? Is this a business or a cry for help?
It's when experience economy taken to a fascinating extreme, offering temporary escape, a chance to shed one's human skin and inhabit another form, even if just for play. There's a vulnerability in that desire.
Vulnerability? Allah? It sounds like a fetish club with extra steps and a ridiculous price tag. $250 for half a day? You could hire an actual dog walker for a month for that? What's the ROI on pretending to be a Malamute? Zero. It's economically nonsensical.
Nina, bring in the fire. But that's exactly why it blew up, right? It's just so fucking weird. The sheer WTF factor is off the charts. Man lives as dog? Okay, quirky. Man opens business so you can live as dog? That's viral gold.
It certainly blurs lines. Performance art, niche hobby, business venture, it touches on cosplay, the furry community, but commercializes it in a very public way. It forces a confrontation with what we deem normal leisure.
Normal leisure doesn't usually involve paying hundreds of dollars to potentially get fleas from a communal dog suit. Just saying, the hygiene implications alone.
You, Nina? But yeah, the debate online is wild. Half the people are like, OMG wholesome. Let him live his dream. Not hurting anyone, you know. The whole live your truth. Toco vibe. The other half, they're calling it creepy, dehumanizing. A fetish zoo? Memes are everywhere. People comparing him to Goofy, joking he took doggy style way too literally. It's brutal but hilarious.
The term fetish zoo is quite loaded. It implies a voyeuristic element centered on perceived deviance. But couldn't it also be seen simply as elaborate, imaginative play? Perhaps Western reactions, leaning into shock and comedy, differ significantly from how it might be perceived in Japan, where unique subcultures sometimes find more acceptance.
Acceptance is one thing, commercial viability is another. Who is the target market here? Tourists looking for a weird story? Furries who want a premium experience? Lonely people who wish they had tails? I just don't see the business model scaling. It's a novelty act.
Maybe. Or maybe it's genius marketing for something. There was this one joke online, probably my favorite. Rent in Tokyo is so high, this dude literally became a dog to avoid the grind. and now he's charging others for the privilege? Fucking brilliant!
Charging $250 for escapism? That's peak late-stage capitalism right there. Instead of fixing the soul-crushing grind, you sell expensive ways to pretend it doesn't exist for a few hours by dressing as a fucking husky.
Or perhaps it speaks to a deeper human longing, a desire to connect with something primal, instinctive, less burdened by complex thought and societal expectation. In a world that often feels overwhelming, the simplicity of being an animal, even in pretend, might hold a strange allure. It's a form of radical self-expression.
Or radical self-expression, or just really, really weird. I'm leaning towards weird. Extremely weird. Like, history will look back at this and just scratch its head. If this catches on, are we going to see human hamster ball experiences? Pretend to be a pigeon parks? Where does it end?
Okay, but imagine Nina Voss in a giant pigeon costume, cooing aggressively for crumbs? I'd pay $250 for that.
Don't even joke about that, Kiki. The sheer indignity.
It challenges boundaries undeniably between human and animal, play and commerce, personal fulfillment, and public spectacle. Toco's venture, bizarre as it seems, forces us to question where those lines should be drawn, or if they should exist at all.
Exactly, love it or hate it, you can't ignore it. It's the perfect internet storm. Weird, visual, debatable, slightly uncomfortable, and endlessly memeable. This guy Toco, whether he meant to or not, became a global talking point just by wanting to wag his tail.
A talking point, maybe. A sound investment? Highly doubtful. But I guess there's no such thing as bad publicity, even if that publicity involves grown adults paying a fortune to bark at strangers. Uniqueting angle is unique.
Perhaps the value isn't in the dollars, Nina, but in the conversation it sparks. The sheer strangeness holds a mirror to our own definitions of happiness and freedom. It's oddly thought-provoking beneath the fur.